morning on this beautiful day. It's Saturday, and we are. On Saturdays, I try and keep myself as free as possible, especially in the mornings, so that I don't have to rush. Mondays through Fridays, we're working, we're running around, we're getting things done. On Saturdays, I like to have like a very calmer and receiver energy, what they call it, from like masculine, I'm gonna get things done energy to like a receiver and feminine energy, where I sit down and I think about the week I had, I spend time with my plants, and just basically calm myself down for and get like get some good sleep. Hence it's like 11 a.m. and I've woken up this late. um, so I was actually thinking of this one topic that keeps coming back in my head. So I am currently a Latin dancer, so I know salsa, bachata, rueda, kizomba, so all these dance forms. I started learning these dance forms about a year back. So in these dance forms, I think I'm a decent dancer, okay, and I also help my teacher sometimes. I help him conduct these like workshops and stuff. So what I was thinking was how in Latin dancing there's like a lead and there is a follower. So somebody leads you towards all the steps and somebody follows, which is like a common, like it's a very common form of dance, and it happens on in all these three dance forms: salsa, bachata, and kizomba. So I was actually thinking how, and I'm a bit of an overthinker, and I can be blamed for spending a lot of time just thinking and thinking about all the scenarios that can happen, all the good things that can happen, all the bad things that can happen. I'm a little bit of an overthinker, but I've actually realized that I can use my overthinking in good ways. As in, if I have to overthink, then I'll overthink about good scenarios, like me winning a trophy someday, me owning like a bigger house someday. I overthink about what my life would look like in good ways, or I overthink about, hi Owen, I overthink about what my dream life would look like, so when I spend a lot of time thinking, I try and make those thinking in a positive way, because you are able to finally build a life of your dreams only when you are able to think about it. And hi, oh my god, we have 20 people who are watching this. Please go ahead and follow us. Follow me, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really love that. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's tap for dash everywhere. I was talking about how I overthink, and how I use it for my advantage. It is like it's important to think of yourself in scenarios where everything works out for you. Like I mostly think that everything is always going to work out for me. um my ideal scenario is always like like I get like what I need, 1,000 followers, right, for my YouTube to kind of, what's it called, monetize. So I always think of, hey, I'm gonna get monetized, hey, I'm gonna look like the nicest one at the party, I'm always gonna be happy, I'm always going to be grateful, I'll always have more things to be grateful for. So going back to the concept that I started with, there's a lead and there's a follower, and how your lead is your brain and the way you think, how you want to kind of um, live your life, the kind of dreams you have, the kind of expectations you have, the kind of, honestly, the kind of the kind of life you want to live, the kind of expectation you have out of yourself. You see, I don't think I'm a perfect person. I've done my mistakes, I've done my share of mistakes, um I have I don't think I'm like this perfect person, and nobody is perfect. No, everybody is a little bit flawed, and if you are flawed and your mistakes, your scars are what make you what you are today. Like I have these scars, and people always tell me, my mother always tells me that, oh, you have a scar and it's gonna look dirty. But that scar has an amazing story behind it. And I know at the end of the day, one day I'll tell these stories to my friends, to somebody new I meet, to my kids someday, because those are my stories. Those are something that I was blessed to experience. So we were talking about how you think and how things turn out for you. So you're in for with the salsa concept. Your mind and what you think about yourself is the lead, and how you actually act is the following part of it. Because when you are trying to lead a particular kind of life, like lead a particular have a particular kind of expectations from yourself, and which is okay, which is like, I want to be, I want to be rich, I want to be monetized, I want to be living a very comfortable life, and I did not come from a lot, so I want to change that about myself. With time, I want to upskill, I want to be there for my friends and family, monetarily specifically. I always think of it like this, and in my brain I always think ki, hey, I live in like a nice big house with like two dogs. I spend time with my family. That's how I see myself doing things, in life. And I, as a person now, because I've built those expectations for myself, I as a person now I go ahead and then kind of follow them. So when you have those values set, when you have those expectations set in your brain, now all you have to do is take decisions on top of that, right? You you want to be spending time with your family. What is the next step that you do? You make sure that you call them once in, say, 2 days or 3 days. You make sure that um you love I mean you plan like trips with them, or get away for a weekend with them, or even if you don't, then you plan something with them, you plan an activity with them. So you've made a plan and you have to execute it, right? If you don't execute it, there's no point in making these plans. So I was even when it comes to like money, when it comes to other things, like, I don't know, say you want to become somebody who's extremely fashionable, which is a good expectation to have with yourself. So if you want to become fashionable, you then that's the lead, right? That's what you've thought about, and now you have to follow. You have to then go ahead and look on Pinterest and look for things that you actually like. What kind of clothing do you like? What kind of clothing suits you? What colors look nice on you? You want to have, say, I think the most talked about fashion topic lately is how everybody wants to dress like old money. I am currently dressed like old money, like a beige pant, like this mauve pant and this cream top. This is old money outfits, and I really like dressing up as old money. So I in my mind I always thought, hey, I want to dress up like I have old money. And then I also am indirectly manifesting that I will have that much money that I can call it my old money, right? So I've put that lead in my head, and now I'm following it by taking very important decisions on whether, whenever I go and shop, then I am actually looking at what I can buy that looks like old money, and what hi Akash. What I can do to, I mean, dress up more, more like, not professional, I'll sing more sophisticated, more cooler, something that makes me look like, um, I need to be respected, and that you can communicate with your fashion. So I figured out that, and I dress like that now, especially when it comes to interviews, when it comes to places where you have to be a little, professional. You like events, and in events you have to think about what you're wearing, etc., etc. So your mind is your lead, and your body and what you do every day is your follower. My mind is telling me that, hey, I want to lead you to a way where you are rich and famous, and your body and your everyday routine will have to just come up with that and just figure out a way to be that person. Drinking some water because I speak a lot. Yes, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below and I will pick them up. Um, I I guess, yeah. Apart from that, I was thinking about how, in even going back to like salsa bachata, which I've been doing for the last 2 years, as I already told you guys. Um, this particular dance form, right? This particular dance form, to get the flow of this dance form, it took me about a year, about 8 months to an year. And I was very relentless. I was putting all the effort in. I was really, really putting myself out there, experiencing the mistakes, and then becoming a little bit more better every single day, where I have reached to a point where I'm a decent dancer that people know about. Anyway, so at the same time, when again relating it back, when you think of something that you want to do, say XYZ thing, and then you don't put the effort in, and you don't have the patience to relentlessly do it and finally get there, that's a wrong expectation. That is where you should, like, I don't know, that is where I think you should tell yourself ki, hey, take a step back and tell yourself ki, hey, you every good thing, every good thing in life takes time. And if it is salsa, if it is learning dancing or making money or being famous on YouTube, everything needs your relentless kind of work. There is hard work behind everything. You might get famous for like one particular reel, and it might go viral, and then you're one and you're done. That is something that I have seen happen with people, but I don't want to be one of those people who is one and done. I want to be someone who makes these content pieces and they are known for those content pieces. I want to be known as somebody that people want to listen to, want to learn from, want to grow with. And I want to be that person, and I don't think that's a wrong expectation. That is the lead that I've given in my mind, that I want to be at a very good level, and I want to be able to also guide other people to get to that level where you are comfortable, you're good at camera, you're comfortable, you're able to do everything that you want, dream everything that you want, and bring anything on your table that you want. And I don't think that I don't see myself as that's like a wrong thing, or that's like a wrong expectations. I've been wanting to do this since a very very long time. Since I was back in college, I always wanted to be a person who helps other people get to do something better. mm, Surprisingly, I was born a little without a stage fright, without like this camera fright. I don't feel that much um, fear when it comes to it, and I want to be able to teach that. Uh, of course, I did a lot of things to get comfortable in front of the camera, start to create my own content, get comfortable talking on a live. And I want to be able to think that, when again, when I was call in I was during the lockdown, actually I started thinking that, hey, I want to be good, like I want to build my own brand someday. And it might not be today and it might not be right now, but I want to build that someday. And I took that lead in. So my expectation was, want to be comfortable in front of the camera. I always wanted to be in a field which helped me dress nicely, always stay on top of my game. And I started thinking, what is that? Is that influencers? Um, is that other different other things? So for me, it's very important that I take a lead from my brain, which is living a happy, healthy life, leveling up, taking care of myself, and also then following it, if and taking decisions when your goals and your um, vision is like very clear, right? So your decision making becomes very easy. So I always think about my future self. If my future self has to be rich tomorrow, then what kind of videos should I be making today? If my future self wants to build a course tomorrow, what kind of videos what kind of life should I be doing right now? If my future self wants to be happy, what kind of decisions should I take today? Like, I can't be around toxic people, right? I can't have friends, and I can't spend time on things that really don't matter to me. Then I kind of think like, okay, what is the expectations I have? I want to be a healthy person, so I can't be one of those people who says ki, hey, it's okay, we'll eat junk food, will not take care of our health, will not work out. That's not how it works. You have a vision, you have a goal, and then you follow it. You go for walks every day, you go for runs every day, you start going to the gym, you start building your body, you um, you make better friends, you make space for people to enter, you make space for better things in life, you make space, you cut out toxic people. You maybe, yeah, I think I should do that as my next life, on how to cut out people, how to cut out toxic people from your life. uh, how and if you want to live a better life, then you can't be involved in like small mediocre things, and you can't be obsessed over. I do a lot of obsession, so I know for a fact that I get obsessed about small little details, and I want to be a very like perfectionist, which does not work out great for me, because perfectionist means that everything needs to be really, really, like, uh, thought of, which you can't really do. Nobody is perfect in this world. Everybody has flaws, everybody is imperfect, and your imperfections are the reason you are set apart. You're different. You might find somebody exactly who looks like me, but they'll not have the scars that I have, they'll not have the thinking that I have, right? So your scars, your flaws set you apart. You have to start working. Like, the right time to start was yesterday. The right time to start whatever you want to start, whether it was learning to dance, whether it was uh, like, starting a YouTube channel. The best time to start anything was yesterday. It was not even today, it was yesterday. You just have to start. You just have to be comfortable, you just have to mess up multiple times, and then figure out. You have to be embarrassed of yourself, and just be like, okay, I don't get it, and I don't it's but that's how you become better. I did not get it either. I didn't know. When I started dancing, I did not know what I was doing, because I have a little bit of musicality, I understand music, etc., etc. But learning a completely new dance form was so different, and so difficult, because you don't know. And salsa, bachata, and Latin dancing specifically, they're a little more like, cooler, premium. They have a way that you need to stand, the way that you need to like move your hand. There's elegance in the dance form. I didn't know that. I was just like a Bollywood dancer, dancing on like music in the clubs or with my friends, or just like dancing when there was Ganpati Visarjan. But learning to dance has changed so much, because it has taught me that I can be elegant, I can control my moves, and I can be a lot more. I can understand the lead, I can understand a new dance form in so many, like, so and so days. So I think that is, it's very important for everyone out there to experience new things, experience new ways of living. You don't maybe if you don't like it that much, you don't have to stick to it, but you have to start and you have to give it a small try and check how maybe it works out for you or not. I guess, yeah, that's all I had for today's video. Thank you for being on my session. I hope that you take the effort to follow and subscribe. My Instagram is tap for dash, my YouTube is tap for dash. Please subscribe, please follow. It'll mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening to these lives. Thank you again. Bye. See you in the next one.